This device has completely changed the way that I game. After months of research, watching countless videos on if I should get a Steam Deck, a Legion Go, an Ally X, I finally made the choice. In this video, I'm going to share my journey through the world of handheld gaming PCs. I'm going to share with you why the Ally X was the best fit for me, and I'm going to share some of the things that I wish I'd known before I actually bought it. So I've been a gamer my whole life, and even when I was a kid, people would say, "Dad, you're gonna grow out of this one day." And you know what? I never did. And even when I had a baby, gaming remained my escape, a way to relax after long days. But for all of us, over time just seems to start slipping away, and launching this YouTube channel did not help. I've always been an Xbox console player, so yes, I am a console player, but it's quite an impractical device. It sits here in its desk, on my desk, away from everyone else. So I don't have a lot of time anymore, and the idea of leaving my wife and coming into this room and in this chair and everything, it just started to lose its allure. I also have to take a lot of long haul flights, and I stay at different places quite often with work or with my partner and their in-laws. It means that I can't really take my Xbox anywhere. Why not get a Switch, I hear you ask? Well, I already have a Switch. And I'll be honest, I want to play Spider-Man and other AAA titles. I want to play PlayStation games, but I don't want to buy a PlayStation. So no, a Switch will not do it. I am a AAA gamer. I don't just want to play Mario. Enter the handheld gaming PC. The market had matured beyond gimmicks to more refined options. The Steam Deck offering seamless console-like experience at amazing value and access to Steam. And then you've got devices like the Legion Go and the Ally that prioritize power, compatibility with things like Xbox. I finally had options to play modern titles anywhere. But if you're in this position too, there's a couple of things you're going to need to consider. Your gaming library really matters. And as you go down this journey, you're going to realize this more than ever. Now for me, my entire gaming ecosystem is the Xbox. So I needed something that would allow me to play those titles. It makes the Ally a really logical choice. But if you're someone that's already in the Steam ecosystem, then Steam Deck's Steam OS offers the smoothest handheld experience. But as an Xbox gamer, I wanted something that would work seamlessly with my existing purchases. The Ally X, though pricey, it felt future-proofed. It felt something that would allow me to play current, old, and future Xbox titles anywhere I wanted to go. Except, there is definitely something that you need to know, and this is the first drawback. If you've bought a game that is under the Xbox Play Anywhere moniker, you can buy it once and play it on any device. PC, phone, Xbox. But there are a ridiculously limited number of titles that actually allow you to do that. So that's something I only found out after I bought it. Thankfully, there is a workaround. After my absolute disappointment of picking something for my Xbox library, realizing I actually can't use my Xbox library, absolute disaster. So I decided that yes, Game Pass is there, awesome. I can download the things on Game Pass. That will be available on this handheld. So good choice, Tom, well done. The second thing is thank the Lord for cross saves and cross play. So cross saves, obviously, have been an absolute game changer for anyone in the gaming ecosystem. It allows you and me to play The Witcher 3 on any device. The downside is that I have to purchase those games twice. Fortunately, Steam and most PC titles are on sale a lot. Oh, and I do warn you that in becoming a PC gamer, like I am now, thanks to this small thing here, you're going to start getting absolutely obsessed by frame rates, something I never thought I'd ever care about because I was pretty much locked into 30 frames per second on my Xbox at all times. So that leads us on to the next thing, and that's future-proofing. So as a future simplified video, let's skip deep specs and focus on what matters most. How does it feel in the real world? Can it play the games you want to play? Okay, as I said, I don't play indie titles. I like the AAA games. I like to reserve the things that I buy for the biggest and best out there. So I needed something that was powerful enough that could play those. I didn't want to just buy something that would become obsolete as well. And my little concern with the Steam Deck is that it's been released 2 years ago, we're coming up to 3 years soon. With the really modern titles, I didn't want to be scraping by at 30 frames per second. I mean, I've got an Xbox for that, okay? I mean, how important is hardware longevity for you, I imagine it's quite high, but do you prefer value or performance? So for me, I pick performance just because of the nature of the games that I play. And the Ally X's Z1 Extreme chip, its modern battery, and its responsive display deliver a great experience. Sure, it doesn't have the OLED screen, but the variable refresh rate and the quality displays are more than enough for most gamers. Honestly, while in this whole journey, I was bombarded with OLED, OLED, OLED. Clearly, it's great, but I'm not gonna lie, the screen of this thing, it's great. Like, I can't imagine it being any better, and because of the quality, it's not a rubbish screen. Some of the threads and forums would make you feel that this screen was terrible. It's a great screen, it's just not OLED. But the moment it clicked, picture this. I'm on a 28-hour flight. I've got hours in the airport. And when I get to the other side, I'm gonna be 10,000 miles away from my Xbox with no wife and no child. All that free time, nothing to game on. Enter the ROG Ally X. I played Spider-Man Remastered in high definition with 70 frames per second and with settings turned up pretty high. It was one of those things that I don't think I'll ever forget. It was a moment where a technology had impressed me so much. Like, I'd heard that this was going to be great. Did I expect it was going to be as good as this? I really don't think I did, because in turning it on and playing these games that with my Xbox I'd never be able to play because these are PlayStation exclusives, and watch them just run effortlessly, and be able to do that while sat on a plane seat in an airport at someone else's home without any of my games consoles, on a sofa, in bed, it was amazing. I had a smile on my face the whole time. When was the last time that a piece of technology for you made you smile? Something that just made you go, I can't believe we're living in this future. Well, for me, the Ally X was that thing. Like, honestly, it's pretty special. It's like a childhood feeling. I mean, I was so excited when it turned up. I was so excited it turned up unboxing it. It was like a kid on Christmas. And then when I actually played it, when I actually played it, it took about half a day. So that brings us on to some drawbacks. Because the Ally X isn't perfect. So if you're an Xbox gamer, like me, we have a PlayStation, the chances are that you're gonna have to buy those games again. It's also a Windows device. So I was pretty naive to that. I use Windows all the time. I've never had an issue with it, but I've never used it to game until now. And yeah, unboxing, I'd say half an hour to a day later, updates, removing software, making sure that everything was working, adjusting settings so that games could work properly. Like, this isn't pick up and play. But once you get out the way of that and you are quite clear on what you need on this device and what you don't and the settings that you want, you don't have to worry about it too much again. So those videos that tell you to freak out and worry about that, it's fine, it's fine. But the most annoying thing is that some Xbox titles require you to sign in. So I wanted to play Tales of Arise on the plane, but because I didn't have an internet connection, I couldn't sign into my account, which meant I couldn't play the game. So that is a massive pain. The only workaround for that is loading the game up first before you enter a space without Wi-Fi. So you've been warned. But honestly, the upsides, for me, far outweigh the downsides. This thing is a dream come true. And one unexpected highlight in this entire journey has been the community that I've found. The YouTube community, the subreddits for Ally X. It's a really positive, excited environment. It reminds me of what gaming used to be like when I first got into gaming with my Xbox. When the excitement of exclusive game releases and new hardware and Xbox Live was so new, and the community was so positive around their own device. That's been lost over the years. And this is something that really has made me feel like I'm part of gaming culture again. PC gaming is on the rise, and with good reason. It is incredibly accessible now, and devices like these are the reason for it. So if you're thinking of jumping in, I would advise that you definitely do if you have the money. And in fact, any of these devices will make a difference to you, okay? So the Ally X is the one for me, and I can't wait to see which one you decide to get. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.